Miles Davis is one of the most incredible musicians of all time. He was able to influence the art of jazz as well as just music in general before tragically dying of pneumonia in 1991, but not without influencing millions of people, some of those people being artists that still have a major influence today. Miles Davis was born on May 26, 1926 to a rich musical family. Well, only one of his members of immediate family was musical. His dad, who played the trumpet and showed Miles Davis his skills at the age of 13. Soon, Miles Davis decided to dedicate himself to becoming a jazz musician. Years later, he was accepted into Juilliard Institute of Musical Arts, and he then dropped out. Miles Davis's first success would come only months after dropping out of Juilliard. He started a jazz quartet, which I couldn't find the name of online, and it featured uncommon additions at the time, such as trombone, French horn, and tuba. They then got together and recorded a series of 45 RPM vinyl singles, which were then compiled onto the influential jazz album Birth of the Cool. It's a bop. You should listen to it. Now, I hate to admit this, but at that time, he was a little basic. He didn't really have a defined style until he started experimenting with modal songwriting, baby! But what exactly is modal songwriting? Well, modal songwriting is like a key signature, except instead of sharps and flats, there's like a different note you play for each mood. Like there's a little happy one, there's a little sad one, there's a little angry one. That one's used in heavy metal music. And essentially, if you're a little technical boy like Miles Davis is, you can just switch the modes willy-nilly, and it's really difficult, but it could sound awesome. And that's what he did in the influential track Milestones, in which he switches modes like every 30 seconds. It's a bop, and you should really listen to it. But that was only a one-time thing, and he never did anything like that ever again. Ha! Psych, fool! Cause on his next album, Kinda Blue, he did it the whole time, and it's a bop! Kinda Blue is now the world's most financially successful jazz album. He would then go on to write several famous albums after that, the most famous post-Kinda Blue album being Brew, a nearly 2-hour-long experimental fusion jazz album incorporating elements of funk, soul, and early rock that sunk into the hearts of millions whilst disappointing others who wanted a more normal return to form.
Stop acting like he's the greatest man in the world. He's had to have done some bad stuff, right?
Well, wasn't great. You see, he fell into an addiction in which he would. That's boring! Show us a video about it or something! You know, I could have got a much better paying job than this. Yo, what up? It's Anti-Drug Brother here. No one will know what's real bad. It's heroin. That's what's bad. You know who did heroin? Miles Davis. That's who. And you know what heroin does? Makes you all wacky, makes y'all crazy, it makes y'all bananas, okay? Heroin is actually a very serious problem.
Also, in his autobiography, he wrote how he supported the beating of women.
But soon after, in 1991, something devastating would happen. Miles Davis was one of the greatest musicians to have ever lived. He influenced millions to pick up music as a form of self-expression and as a hobby. People such as Jimi Hendrix and Damon Albarn, according to an interview by The Fader, say that Miles Davis was one of their top influences in starting music. His amazing melodies, inventive songwriting structure, and amazing boppable albums were what made him so famous. He had a defined style, and he was determined. Rest in peace. What a legend. I'm head out.